Hello and welcome. This is Michelle. Thank you for stopping by my channel, Paper Stamp Inc., where you'll receive tips, techniques, and tutorials to inspire you in your own paper crafting projects. If that sounds like something that benefit you, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already done so. Ding that bell, and that'll make sure you get notifications whenever I post new projects. So today we're going to talk about paper pumpkin. I don't know about the rest of you, but November, December, or just crazy times of the year for me. So I got behind on my Paper Pumpkin subscription and completing my boxes. If you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin is a kit that comes in a box to your door once a month, and it's always a fun surprise to see what's in there. And you are guaranteed to always have an ink spot and a stamp set. And then generally once I complete the projects, I always have lots of extra things left over. Now, they give you these great sheets to show how you can utilize all of the items that are in the kit. So this month's kit was to make 10 Christmas cards. I got behind, so I did not do mine in time for Christmas, but as I do every month, I like to give you alternative projects anyway to help you to expand on your items that you have in your kit. So I thought, well, what do I need now is I need thank you cards. You know, I have had a kind of a crazy last month, and I've had a couple of car incidents and other things going on in my life where some people have really just come forward and blessed me and helped me out of some situations. I got hit just a couple days ago, actually, and I had friends that took me to get checked out at urgent care, and people who let me borrow cars, and just you know, I'm so thankful for so many friends that are in my life, and so I needed a lot of thank you cards, and I thought I'm going to take this kit and turn it into thank you cards. So here are my samples, and have already made them, but I'm going to run through them and just share with you what I did. So here I took two of the different patterns and cut strips. Used one of those wood grain pieces, and I love these little greenery boughs. There's actually I've got a full sheet and a half still left of them that I'm going to be saving to use on other projects. So the kit that I used, because you know, with it being a Christmas kit, I did not use the stamp set that is included in there. Instead, I used the Thankful Thoughts stamp set. This is a wonderful stamp set. It's got so many different thank you options, and it's got some great ones that are inside and outside sentiments too. So sending thanks to a very gracious giver from a very grateful getter, for example. So I just love those to have that option. So that's a great one to have in your stash if you don't already have that thankful thoughts. Maybe consider adding that to your wish list come January 3rd, because Celebration's coming where you can earn free products. So great time to be thinking about placing an order. So here is one. I took one of the wood strips, wrapped some of the thread that came around in it, used the sentiment stamp, and we also got these great gold sequins in the kit. Here I'm just using a strip across the middle. I kind of wrapped the ribbon around the corners like I would a present. Used one of those small vellum pieces to put behind there, and another one of the sentiments from that Thankful Thoughts stamp set. Here is just a front panel cut down on the side, and I inked around the edges of that wood piece just to help it to pop a little bit more off of the page. Now this one was a little bit more intricate. I took one of those wood panels and I hole punched a circle out of the middle of it so that I could get this nice frame. Used the same circle to punch out of my background paper. Put some of those boughs behind there. Added a thank you sentiment from one of the tags that's included. I cut it off on the side. And again, some more of those gold sequins. And I popped these up using the edges of the dimensionals that are included in there. So, you know, you always end up with those little pieces on the outside from your dimensionals. Don't throw those away. Make sure you keep those. So here's a sample of one. So you'll get these parts that are not the actual dimensionals themselves, but those still have the same quality. So make sure you're holding on to those and getting all of the use you can out of them. So this one I cut use that circle that I cut from the middle of that other piece, and I cut a couple more circles out of the Designer Series paper. I used one of the vellum sheets to back it, and one of the tags, more of those green bows. This one's just splitting the panel at a diagonal. Again, I used some of the vellum, and I used these vellum strips and just stair step them down. I inked them up with some of the cherry cobbler ink that was included in the pad so that they would stand out a little bit more. This one, very simple, very quick. Use the full panel background, some bows, the circle wood, and these all have their own adhesive on it, and some more of this gold sequins. And we're almost through. We've got, this one is, again, was very quick. I used the full panel background, one of the sentiment pieces that was in there with my thankful sentiment wrapped around the thread and made a little bow, and then again those bows. I'm loving those bows. Those are just so gorgeous. This one I used 2 different patterns, and on the edge strip of the rectangular wood stickers, I cut down one of those panels to those edges to reach across to cover my break. Threw a piece of vellum, circle vellum behind there that was included in the kit, note of thanks, bows, and some of the sequins. So I hope that helped inspire you to use a new kit. If you didn't get it completed, it's not too late. Turn those Christmas cards into thank you cards, or go ahead and get a jump start on your Christmas cards next year. Thanks for stopping by. Keep creating.